Today we're looking at what softwares do you need to run a successful business. The first software that you would need in order to run a successful business would be a sales management software. Now this you may call this a CRM or a sales management software, in the sense, and effectively it is something that is keeping a complete track of your leads, of the people who are getting interested in your business and who kind of want your service or your product. So this is a sales management software, and this is highly important because you need to be able to keep track of all the conversations you're having with your clients, so that in how many follow-ups does a client get converted, and what's your conversion rate, and those kind of things basically. So in addition to this, if you have a traditional business model, you may also require a sales tracking application, in the sense, if you have a sales team that goes out and they sell to distributors, or they sell to retailers, or those kind of things, and they sell physical products, then you may even need a sales tracking device or a software wherein they are putting how many distributors they have gone to in that particular day, and how much have they sold to them, and you can even track their locations in real time. So that's another software that you may require if you're a traditional business. The second the software that you would require would be a project management software. So even if you're a product company or a service company, it doesn't matter. You may have internal projects that would be taking place, and you would need a software to be able to keep track of the deadlines, and to keep everybody on the same page and the complete team aligned to the singular goal. And this is the reason why you would need a project management software. Now there are many project management softwares out there, Jira or Trello, and there's Aganti, which is a Gantt chart based management software, like project management software. So you can check these out, and these are highly important if you have any projects, or if your business model revolves around any type of projects. And the third is a software that helps you send proposals or quotations or estimates to a client. So this kind of software essentially has all the formulae loaded up into it, and you have also input your hourly rates based on the type of team that you have, and then it's able to kind of calculate how many hours would go on a particular project and what's the hourly rate, and based on that it will be able to generate a complete sales proposal or a quotation or an estimate, or whatever you may call it. You may even have these three things, and you may have different formats for all these three things, or you may have just one thing, and you may call it a quotation or anything like that basically. So you would need a software that does this as well. The next would be an invoice management software. So in the sense, once you have delivered on your project, once you have delivered on the deadline, then you need to invoice your client, right? So you need to raise an invoice. So this is where you need a complete invoice management software, like for example QuickBooks or Tally or any other software, wherein you have a complete record of what the other companies need to pay you, and you can ideally track that and chase the clients for the payments. Now the next software would be human resource management, which a software which helps you for recruitment, software which helps you to identify the number of leaves that all your employees need and are taking, and who's coming on which days, who's not coming on the other days, and any type of appraisal, or even salary processing, the payroll processing, for example. These kind of things can be handled by a human resource management system. So this is a highly important software that you may need to run a successful business. The other would be inventory management. Now if you have a traditional business which has physical products, for example, if you sell clothes, or if you sell wine bottles, for example, you may need to keep a complete track of your inventory, and for this purpose you would need an inventory management software which keeps a complete track of the barcodes on all these products, and how many products are getting sold on which dates, and how many are required in your warehouse, how many have completed production. So this is the work of an inventory management software. Now so now that you've seen that there are so many softwares involved, there are also packages or packaged softwares like ERPs or enterprise resource planning softwares that kind of have a combination of all of these softwares, and they perform all of these functions. Now in many for many companies, they may want to pick and choose the right solutions for them based on the different softwares, or they may want to go for a complete packaged ERP system. So you have to identify based on your requirements and your needs on what kind of software do you like. If you want to understand how all of these softwares work,